Hi, it's Laura Wilson here. So this is the second video in a little series I'm recording on cancer, called the Cancer Series. If you haven't watched the first video yet, called The Big Cancer Scam, then go and watch that one before you watch this one. If you've already watched that one, then proceed with this one. So in this video, I want to talk about just one thing, because it requires so much, it's got so much gravity to it that I want it to stand alone, and I really want you to consider it and leave some comments on your thoughts on this idea. The idea is, and it's actually a proven idea, it's not just, it was theorized back in the early 1900s, and it was proven by a Nobel Prize winning scientist called Otto Warburg. And he wrote papers on this from the 30s to the 50s about this concept, and this is the concept, and this is the fact. Cancer cannot thrive in an alkaline environment. Okay? Cancer cannot thrive in an alkaline environment. Now, that's not to say that, because whenever we talk about the alkaline diet, there's always a lot of people who say things like, well, our stomach is acidic, we produce hydrochloric acid in our stomach and we breathe and that's acidifying, or, you know, we've got all these processes in our body which are acidifying. That's true. The byproduct of living is acid. Like, all of our functions are acidic. That's true. We sweat. Our sweat is slightly acidic. We urinate, it's acidic usually, unless you're highly alkaline. These processes, breathing, we breathe in oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide, carbonic acid, if you were to put it through water, acidic. So what does it mean when we say that cancer cannot thrive in an alkaline environment? Well, it means on a cellular level. So within our cells, the cells need to be kept oxygenated and alkaline. So all these processes are going on in our body that are acidifying, but our blood and our cells need to be maintained at a slightly alkaline pH. So that brings us to the next question. Well, what's the most effective way to oxygenate our cells and alkalize our cells? Well, it's as simple as it sounds. To oxygenate our cells, we need to breathe. We need to breathe deeply. Many of the things we do in our society these days causes us to get into the bad habit of not breathing deeply. For example, sitting at a desk all day in an office, slumped over. You know, how easy is it just to like slump rather than sit up straight? When you slump, your chest caves and you can't get that deep breathing right into your diaphragm, into your lower abdomen, that gives you this rich oxygenation of your cells. So one of the best things you can do is to obviously sit up straight when you're in your chair at work, watching TV, whatever you're doing, but also to get outside in nature and breathe deeply. So every day, I go outside first thing in the morning, unless it's really raining, but I always go out later on in the day. And walk for a couple of miles and do deep breathing exercises. So breathing in for a count of 4, holding for a count of 8, and breathing out for a count of 16. This also stimulates your lymph system. So you breathe in for 4, so let's try it. Do one with me now, okay? Do one with me. Now, it might be a little bit difficult to start with, breathing out for 16, but you can work up to it. So let's try it. Ready? Here we go. In for 4. Hold. Out. Okay, so it's actually easier if you're out and about walking. You can get into a rhythm. And this is a fantastic way to instantly alkalize your body and your blood and your cells, irrespective of what else you eat or drink. This is an instant alkalizer, instant oxygenator. So yes, Otto Warburg showed that if there's a lack of oxygen in your cells by 35% or more, that's the kind of trigger point for cancer. That's when cancer cells are able to start thriving. They cannot prevail in an oxygenated alkaline environment, but they can in a below optimum in terms of oxygen environment. So a decrease in 35% or more can trigger cancer starting to grow. And this is so, obviously in our society, so many people are affected by cancer. And what do the doctors say? We don't know. It's inexplicable. This is one of the major explanations, a lack of oxygen in your cells. So easy to solve. Go outside, breathe deeply. So every day I tend to walk on average 3 to 5 miles. Every day I walk. I rarely take my car. I'm lucky, I live by the sea, so I get out in the mornings walking by the sea, and then I walk to the various different places I need to go throughout the day. And on top of that, I do a lot of running. So for me, I can instantly see the difference. On days when I run and on days when I get outside, my body feels better, I vibe better, I've got more energy. When I do long runs, at the moment I'm training for an ultra marathon and I'm doing 31 miles on Saturday, can't wait. After I do these long runs, the next day, everything about me is just glowing. It's amazing to have that real deep, rich breathing for 5 hours or so. It's like being in some kind of oxygen chamber. It's amazing. And on days when I stay in and like today, it's grey and dark outside. I've only been out for a mile walk so far. I'm feeling a little bit less high energy, and I can feel that I'm not as oxygenated. So I want you to get to that place where you're finely tuned and you can tell I need more oxygen over and above just in and out breathing. It's the quality of oxygen, that real deep breathing to get the quality of oxygen into your lungs, into your cells. So leave a comment on this. Again, let's recap. So Otto Warburg showed in the 1930s that cancer cannot prevail in an alkaline, oxygenated environment. The two things are synonymous. If you're alkaline, you're oxygenated. If you're oxygenated, you're alkaline. So cancer cannot prevail in this environment. What are your thoughts? Did you know this already? Did you not know this already? Is this news to you? Are you wondering why this isn't mainstream knowledge on the news? And when you go to your doctor, why doesn't he tell you this? Or maybe they have. Leave me a comment if you know this and you've been told, and let me know where you found this information from. Was it someone in a yoga class? Was it an alternative therapist? Leave your comments and views below. I'm interested to hear. So I'll speak to you in the next and final series in this cancer series video little discussion that we're having. So thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.